Hey guys, how's it going? It is January 15th, which for a lot of you may mean that tax season starts today. So I feel really sorry for you. You're about to be in for a long 4 months, but it will be rewarding and you'll grow from it. So focus on growth this busy season. Meanwhile, I just survived my busy season. Today, our report was due. So finally, we're done. Last week was extremely hectic. We did get Thanksgiving. I got like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Thanksgiving. Then I got a week off for Christmas. So it wasn't that dramatic. I did get to spend time with family during the holidays. But the week after Labor Day, that's when we started busy season. So we started working 10 hours of overtime there all the way to today. I worked a 10.5-hour day today, which really isn't that bad. We normally do 10s. But anyways, so I survived busy season. I also didn't get home. It's like 7 and I just got home from work. So that's why I decided I would film a video and kind of reflect on busy season and kind of where I'm at right now, because I don't really have time to study. So this was kind of a spontaneous video idea. Hopefully you guys like it and can get something out of it. Don't worry, I did not wear my hair like this to work today. That'd be a little crazy. I wore it like this. I'm just kidding. I wore it like this. Let's be real. Gotta get it out of my face, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding, guys. I don't know what to do with this hair. It's a mess. I wore it in a bun today. Go figure. Who guessed it? I pulled so many strands out of my head doing those ridiculous hairstyles. So anyways, guys, yes, I survived busy season. It was great. It was very, very busy. It was busier than the past busy season and the past busy seasons for us because of lots of GASB standards that took place this year that we had to implement and learn for ourselves, as well as audit the clients' learning of it. So big learning curve for us in the state office. So yeah, I love my camera strap. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's awesome, but it's a little distracting. I keep looking at it because it's so pretty. I just got it the other day. Anyways, back on topic. So in August, I moved to Knoxville from Nashville. That is where my office is centrally located, in Nashville. So I moved to Knoxville in August, as you guys know. And it was a great move. I love my apartment so much. I never really want to leave, but I have been kind of questioning, I've kind of been on the fence about, was this the right decision to do for myself, for my personal growth, for my career, for my future. I was stressing myself out over the fact that, was I really supposed to be here? And I've lived here for almost 5 months now, and last night I really had a long time to myself of just reflecting and thinking, and I came to the decision that I am meant to be here. I am meant to be in Knoxville. My family is from here, so naturally I'm drawn here to Knoxville, but my friends, all of my college friends, took off. They're all in different states. So they're all over the place. They're not here with me. They are my absolute best friends for the rest of my life, I'm sure, especially my 3 close friends I talk to every single day. So that was a big adjustment. They weren't in Nashville either, but because Nashville is like a central, it's like the middle of Tennessee, it's also like a vacation destination and it's desirable to visit. I did get to see lots of my friends while I was in Nashville, but that's kind of irrelevant to the entire topic of this video. I just wanted to say that I feel relieved that I did move to Knoxville. Also, I feel like I meant to be here. It was kind of a spiritual thing. I really felt at peace recently. I have made several new friends here in the Knoxville area, which is great, except for the fact that I am studying for the CPA exam and I can't say no to hanging out because I physically cannot ever. I struggled with this in college. I never said no to hanging out ever, and I would stay up all night studying to make sure my GPA stayed on top. Anyways, I'm rambling. But I am making really genuine friendships here in Knoxville through kickball and small group. Plus, randomly, I met some girl the other day at Walmart and like we talked forever about how we both want to travel. We were looking at picture frames, and I was looking at the Earth one and she was awkwardly standing by me and she was also trying to look at the Earth photo frame. But anyways, irrelevant. Anyways, Knoxville's great. I'm glad I'm here. I just wanted to reflect on that for a minute. But busy season kind of bounced. It started in September and I moved here in August. So I was kind of extremely stressed out from the get-go. Moving here, I'm still trying to get used to this place. Meanwhile, I'm working all day, every day. I was gone from work 12, 13 hours every single day, Monday through Friday. Fridays were a little less, and here I'm paying rent for my own apartment and I'm never here. I have made more hand signals in this video than I ever have before. I think it's because this is completely unscripted. I haven't planned, I haven't outlined or anything for this video. I'm just talking, so I'll probably edit a lot of it out. I apologize. So yeah, also this busy season, I was on the largest audit in the state. So that was kind of cool, a little intense, a little intimidating. They use their own accounting software system. Every other client that we have uses one system. My audit client uses a completely different system. So it was neat to get to learn it, but I get really frustrated really easily trying to learn something new as far as like computer tech stuff. So that kind of sucked, but I learned really quick and fast, and I will most likely be on this audit again in the future. So it was good that I took the time to learn it now, I guess, especially since I'm a Knoxville auditor now. And this huge audit client is in Knoxville, so I will definitely be seeing it again. As far as my study schedule this busy season, it sucked. It sucked a lot. It is still sucking. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get in a routine. I found out that I passed regulation in October. I did find out that I passed audit in December. So basically I stopped studying in October because that's when I took audit, was in October. So I picked up BEC, and this is the longest I have drug out a course material for the CPA exam so far. I cannot pick up BEC, and I have been studying, but I've been redoing a lot of the modules because it's just over my head. I don't get it. I'm finally in the economics section, and I really get that. It's clicking, it's simple. I get the economics, and then I only have 1 unit left. So then I aim to take BEC at the beginning of February. We'll see how that is. But then again, I literally have been working a ton since like September. So having to force myself to study has been really hard. I was studying really well up until Christmas, and then I took a break for Christmas, and it's almost been a month since Christmas, and I still can't get in a routine. So that's my own personal problem. I'm just putting that out there. You guys may be struggling with the same thing. Maybe you're really on top of it. Good job. I'm not trying to get it together. Just being honest here. Also, while we're talking about busy season, I was gonna go ahead and explain a little bit about how comp time works, because I know I had never heard of that terminology before I accepted my job, my position. So maybe you guys are familiar with it. If your parents have it, or friends, or you just know things, then maybe you understand how comp time works. For me, it was a brand new concept. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain that, because the organization I work for does utilize comp time, which is compensatory time. I can't ever say the long word. I'm just gonna say comp time. But it means you're getting compensated for your overtime, but not financially. So a lot of companies and firms and businesses or whatnot will say that they give you comp time, and you will get comp time, but usually, typically, how comp time works is, let's say you work a 40-hour week, that'd be full-time for wherever you work, and let's say you work 45 hours that week, so you worked 5 additional hours. So the policy of said company may be that you can take that 5 hours and take it off next week. So next week you can work 35 hours and still get paid the same. You're on salary, so no matter how much you work, you get the same pay. That's how a lot of companies do it. Maybe not the next week directly, but maybe you have a month to take it. Maybe you have the next 3 weeks. Maybe it's just the next pay cycle that you have, your paying billing cycle, whatever we call it.
Payroll.
That's maybe when you're allowed to use comp. So let's say you have a project you're trying to complete and you're trying to get it done. Well, let's say you worked 50 hours this week. Let's say next week you also worked 50. Now you have 20 hours of overtime, and guess what? You turn in the project, you're probably gonna have to be at work to see how it went, so you can't really take off 20 hours of work and only work 20 hours that following week. Well, then it drops off and it expires in said time. That is typically how comp time works with the organization. So when I explain to you how my organization works, don't get the idea that's how it is everywhere. I am very blessed with this, but also that is why I took my job. Whereas a lot of people, especially in accounting that I have experienced with myself, they take the highest paid positions. They want to go to the Big Four. They want to go to public firms in general, for high promotions, good pay raises, everything like that. That's great. Good job. That's what you want to do. I personally did not.
I don't desire to work a lot of hours.
I would like to spend time at home with family, traveling, doing the things I love to do. So how my organization utilizes comp is, we work 37.5 hours a week. That is full-time for the state of Tennessee. That's how all of the state employees work. 37.5 hours is full-time. So obviously that's 2.5 hours less than a normal 40-hour work week. So already, without any comp time even being talked about, we kind of get that benefit. So that's pretty awesome. How that is usually worked is we work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 hours. Thursday would be 7.5. And if it's a local audit, like me in Knoxville, I can work 5 7.5-hour days and work Friday, but have shorter days each day, which helps with studying. For travel auditors, the people from Nashville coming to our Knoxville audit, or if I was to travel Chattanooga, Bristol, anywhere, you know, East Tennessee that I'm allowed to travel, I have to work a 4-day week.
That's just how our policy works. They don't want to pay for a hotel for you to work 5-day weeks when you could cram all your hours, and then they save money on a hotel.
But the way that my comp works is we accrue every hour that we accrue of overtime through the entire busy season. So this whole September through today, January, I have been accruing overtime. I've been working a ton. So I have 117 hours of overtime. And I actually had more than that. I had 22 hours more than that because I took 3 days off for Christmas. So I had to use my comp time to take 3 days off to get the week of Christmas off, just the way that the holiday fell. So I went ahead and took 3 days. So I had more than 117 hours. So what we can do is take off those hours anytime through the rest of the year. So anytime from January 15th up until September, when busy season starts again, we can utilize any of those hours at any point. We don't have to tell anybody. We can just decide in that morning. I could be sitting at work, which I did a lot in my last spring audit. I'd be sitting there getting really frustrated, or the client isn't giving me what I need, or I'm just having a bad day, and I would leave at noon. I'm just like, I'm gonna use some comp time, I'm gonna go home. So it is extremely flexible. Just out of courtesy, I would tell my in-charge and my teammates and my manager, hey, I'm using comp time for today. A lot of the managers don't want to be bothered by that. They don't care that you're leaving. It's the in-charge that kind of needs to make sure you're getting your job done. So that is how my comp time works. Therefore, I can't really complain about busy season because I get to take off tons of time in the spring. In fact, I already have 3 trips planned. So your girl is going to New York City in about 6 weeks, and then I'm going to Los Angeles in like 8 weeks, and then I'm going to Cincinnati sometime after that. I already have 3 trips planned. I don't plan to use all of those hours in those 3 trips. Although, like, I have a coworker who's about, like, literally after Friday this week, he's gonna stay here this week and work. After this week, he's taking 3 weeks off. He's gonna go ahead and burn his comp time, but that's only because he still has comp time from last busy season that he didn't use throughout the year. So he's gonna go ahead and use the 3 before it rolls over. It like turns into sick leave or something like that. It's really cool. I love it. So I can't really complain about the busy season because we have great benefits with how our time works. And we still definitely did not work as much as tax firms work. And I know that from my internship when I was working in tax for a tax season. That was absolutely miserable. I hated it. Every second of it. It was way too much work. I don't think that's rewarding at all, but I did grow a lot in that time. And so I want to go ahead and motivate you guys going into tax season, or if you're audit busy season, if your client's year ends or December 31st and you kind of have a busy season as well right now, that focus on the growth. Focus on making yourself better in your career.
Challenge yourself.
Do things out of your comfort zone. That's not really the best time to do it during busy season, but you will learn fast. It's like throwing yourself in the deep end. You're gonna learn quick because you have to. You have deadlines to meet. But I did survive busy season. I am very proud of myself. It was kind of scary because, again, biggest client, scary new software, just moved to a new city, didn't know any of my teammates when I started this audit. And it turned out to be my favorite audit team. We got really close really quick. It was also a big audit team because there were 6 of us for the entire length, and we were all in one room. So I know more about them than some of my best friends. That's just kind of how it works when you're in close quarters. I also really had to push myself this busy season. I had to go out of my comfort zone a lot. I had to make some really uncomfortable phone calls. I had to go to people's offices unexpected, which is kind of the job description of an auditor, but I hadn't really had to do that fully in my other audits. And this time I had to, because I had to get the information today. Like, I have to submit this stuff tomorrow. Like, I need to, where are you? Why are you not answering my emails? Why have you not called me back? Where's your office? Let me call your secretary. I'll be there in 5 minutes. That's kind of how it works. It was a little intense at times. I also was not studying for the CPA exams last busy season, and I was still struggling. But last busy season, I was brand new on my job. This was my first busy season. That was my first career. So everything was new, and I was super overwhelmed. So this time I was a little more knew what to expect, a little more practice, a little more experience, and studying. So it's kind of overwhelming. But I feel like I'm rambling. I don't really know what else to put, but I kind of wanted to motivate you guys going into tax season that you totally can do this. And I'm really excited to see you guys achieve your goals and to make it through another busy season. Also, time is gonna fly by really fast. And I hate that for when my busy season is in the fall, because Christmas is the best time of year. And that is like the one time I want to be at home, not at work, especially because the weather is cold. I love winter. Cold weather is, I thrive in cold weather. And I hate the fact that I take this time off in the summer when it's freaking 90+ degrees outside. Like, who wants to be outside during that time? So that's why a lot of my trips are up north. That's exactly what I did last summer. I went to Canada in July. It was awesome because it felt pretty good up in Canada. So anyways, I'm rambling. I survived busy season. I'm excited. I wanted to just take this time to film a video reflecting on it. So you guys may not have got anything out of it, but I hope you did. So yeah. Hey guys, I'm sitting here editing the video that you guys just watched, looking homeless, a little bit of thug, but I wanted to mention, because I had some questions asking if comp time was the same thing as annual leave, and I never mentioned annual leave in the whole video. I do also have annual leave. That's completely separate than comp time. Annual leave is vacation time. The approval process is a little different. It's more serious with annual leave because that's vacation, so I do have to put in a request to use annual leave. It has to be approved. Yes, those are two completely different things. So like I have comp time. It also doesn't expire ever if I keep using it, but if it piles up way too high, after like 2 or 3 years, it will start rolling over to sick leave. There are coworkers that I have that literally will not take leave ever. And I'm like, why do you have this job if you don't want to use leave? Like, go work somewhere where they work all the time. And then like annual leave, I have only used 1 day since I've worked here. And that was to go to Canada because I ran out of comp time from the last busy season. So I have a lot of annual leave. Together, comp and annual added together, I have 6 weeks off. And I just started working here about 1 year and 4 months ago. So that's pretty cool. That's more leave than you'll probably get any other job starting out brand new from college. So I'm gonna go ahead and go now because I look like a creep. So thank you guys for watching this little weird exit video.
Because I'm literally in my pajamas.
Editing. So anyways, this is getting really long. Goodbye.